always be with you and I'll always be supporting you. Wow. I want to say Makorokoto Professor Dr. Tendai Chimucheka. But today I want to go to my book that I wrote. My role model is Dr. Tendai Chimucheka, so I want to go and wrap that Dr. Chimucheka and put PROF. Wow. Wow. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy today to be here. To congratulate my advisor. He is my advisor, Professor Tendai Chimucheka. I went to his house to do my sofa there. Yeah, that's where it all happened. At least she's not here. The first time I got kicked, I went back to him again and said, Prof, call her again. So when I see him, I see a pillar of strength. To me, he was very supportive. Even at our wedding, he sacrificed and traveled all the way to Zimbabwe. So I'm so happy to be here celebrating this achievement of Professor Tendai Chimucheka. And a lot has been said. To me also, he's like a father. And we used to call him Father. Father Chims, Father Chims. But now we're going to try and stick to Professor Chimucheka. That sounds great and he deserves that. On behalf of my family, we want to say, Professor, congratulations. And you have inspired us also to follow the footsteps. We are right behind you and we will continue to come to you for advice and guidance. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's not easy, coming to talk after those emotional, speeches. You start asking yourself, should I go or should I text my congratulations message? But we are Mr. and Mrs. Takawida. We wish we would have an English anyway, offensive. But we've also come here to say congratulations to Prof and family. To my left is my wife and the spokesperson of the house. So I married, she's a Chiera, so I think you would understand. she's our spokesperson, so she'll do much of the talking, but from my side, I just want to say congratulations, Prof. We know Prof as a very, very humble, person. If you're not careful, you step, around him, and then you're told the professor guy. You start realizing, but we are inspired. Personally, I feel like enrolling again, and going back to school, so that I can also, be like him. I also feel like going to start my sofa again in the house. I've had 2 minutes stories. I feel like restarting it again. But congratulations, Prof. Inspire us. I'll leave the time to our spokesperson.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't have much to say, but I just want to say congratulations, Prof. I'm so happy to be here celebrating with you. I'm so happy for you. May God continue to bless you and your family. I'm so happy to be here. I think I'm also going to do something about my life so that I can reach where you are. If I want to do something, I'll also come for advice, because everyone I hear that you've been giving them. So I'll also come and get help from you. I don't have much to say, but I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
I started knowing that Father Chims is a great man before I got to know him.
Yes.
It was back in 2015. I was a first-year student, full of confusion. I was wandering up and about in the psychology building. And I bumped into this door, which had a name which was so easy
Chimucheka. I said to my friends, wow, this man must be a great man. A Zimbabwean in South Africa at the University of Fort Hare with a whole office to himself. I didn't know yet that he was my advisor. Just looking at his name, where it was, I got to know that no, this must be a great man. On this one random Sunday, a friend of mine invited me to church. And I went to church. Well, of course, from home, I go to Zayuja, but I didn't know that there was Zayuja Young Campus. That's when then I put his face to the name that I saw on the door in the psychology building. He was a very cheerful man. He was not yet an elder, he was our advisor. Very cheerful man. He liked making jokes about me. And because of that, he was a very approachable person to me. And I would also make jokes about him. Not only about him, but about his family. About the daughter, about the wife. What I'm trying to say here is, they were so good to me when I came here. I became, I believe, a part of their family, because whenever I would be going home, I would not leave my bags and my fridge in the storeroom where everyone else would leave their bags. I would cross over the road. They were still staying over the road there. I would go and leave my stuff there. I knew that it would be safe. I've known Father Chims over the years, from when he had only one daughter to now he has two daughters. And I'm learning a lot from him, not only to be an academic, but also to be a good father. So, you know, for me, it's going to be a little difficult to say Prof. Chimucheka, because even when he was made elder and even when he was my advisor, I never called him advisor. I never called him elder. I would call him Father Chims. That way, he's so approachable. There's one thing about titles. Of course, I will do it out of respect, but I'll stick to Father Chims. But of course, when I write an email, I'll write Prof. Chims. But when I'm here, you remain Father Chims. Not to undermine your achievements, but to know that in as much as you are a professor, you are still Father Chims to me. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I don't have much to say. Everyone has given an extensive background of academically. The only side I ever knew of Tendai was the family side. I remember when we were Kumba, we used to make fun of each other because of like skin color and being dark. So there was this particular day, Tantina, yeah, my leather couch is a better, so I got my way going there. From Soropang, but also then no, not like they say, he can relate with all people at all levels to see how much, to see and hear of how much he has achieved really humbles you and inspires you as a person with endowment. What I say, and I owe you, you know, fighting Chimucheka sometimes. Okay, not Chimucheka like in a playful manner, because he was not just a person, he was even an older brother and a mentor to me. So to see him achieve so much is really very inspiring. Congratulations.
Well done, well done.
quietly. But yeah, where to start? Let me see. Where to start? Let me say that none of you has surprised me. None of you has surprised me. Yeah. Because if I'm to talk about him, it would need a whole day. Actually, we couldn't stop. Yesterday, I had to say to the wife, please, let me sleep now. Because if you are expecting that, because they were saying, we hear you are still talking. I said, we won't stop. We will not stop. We will be so tired tomorrow when everyone is here. So let us sleep. Allow us to sleep. So that's the Tendai we know. Like he said, we know him more from the family side. But that he has inspired so many people is not a surprise to us. Because we have known his whole cycle. It's almost finished. Those who know about a butterfly, there are times when you think it's a useless thing, you can almost, just brush it off like that. But then it turns out to be a beautiful butterfly when the time for it to become a butterfly arrives. So we've known him when he was a mere worm, the worm that God lifted from the dungeons and put him on a high seat with kings and priests. But like I said, you guys didn't surprise me because it was quite obvious where he was going, even from back there. Very inspiring, very humble, very determined, a big dreamer. When I got here, I don't know if all of you have read that thing, Family Roots.
Oh, okay.
It made so much meaning to me. Because I'm like, okay, maybe I never had the words for it back then, but that thing coins it all. Respect is down to earth. You want to laugh, be with you. You will laugh. It doesn't matter who you are. I've seen very respectable people laugh even before he was a professor. Now he has joined the ranks of the respectable. And I wonder what now and where we are going now. But he was a big dreamer. And he's a very thankful someone. I want God to keep on improving from where you are now. They say the sky is the limit, but to your success there shall be no end. Right? To your upliftment there shall be no end. Okay? There is great things that God has put in you. Only God knows. Some of us, we can only discover. But we cannot discover before you bloom. So as you bloom, we say, okay. As you bloom again, we say, okay. So we thank God for who you are. Remain humble. I suppose your attitude
allowed you to even rise this far. And if you maintain that attitude, you will go even further. We thank God for your life. We thank God for your family. We could say much more. There is much more to say. Believe you me. Yes. Let me promise you. Mama, it's a story for when she becomes professor. There's a big story to tell. On the day she become professor, I'll come and I'll tell you where they found each other. Yes. Okay. So for anyone who wants to know this one, do you want the people to know?
Not today.
Not today. I told you when I'll tell them. So I don't know. The ball is in your court, but I shall tell them. You guys, don't miss the day when she shall become prof. There's a great story to tell because I know it. All right. We thank God. They are, I don't know what to call them, to be honest. They are my children, at best. There is a relationship, but okay, they are our children. And we thank God for what He has done with our children. You want to see an example for a family, you look at them. You want to see an example for achievements, you look at them. You want to see an example of humility, you look at them. So they are an epitome of many things to us, even though we are family. Continue to be that. I wouldn't stop. Let me finish.
Thank you so much. I thank God for this day. Pardon me, because when I look at these children, I glorify God. He has been wonderful. Well done today. Well done, Yasha. I feel so much joy bubbling within me. And, you know, just to be here, it means a lot to me. Because God is a faithful God. I remember getting to a point where I actually had to make an inquiry to say, God, what is our purpose in the lives of these children? And if the least may be said, it's more spiritual than anything else. And I'm forever grateful to God. I could go on to say more and more, but I'm very emotional as of now. All I can do is just to glorify God. If you can just allow me to sing a song that we used to sing as a family, just a small stance. Rukombore, ro rukuru, rukombore, ro redenga, kunamano, vinanemi, vanosiva, Hallelujah.
one thing, because I realized there's people from Sayota here, right? Yes, Papa. Elder, allow me. Overseer, please allow me. Thank God it's a kind of like an academic community. You guys know each other mostly because you were at this university doing academics together. But I learned something from my pastor recently. So even in church, call people by their titles. You don't know who it will inspire. Okay? So if it's Dr. Swanivan, Professor Swanivan, call them by their titles. It will inspire our children. Okay? So call him Professor Chimucheka, even at church. That's all I want.
When I was sitting hearing all this speech, of course I don't know if I will be able also to